And what we're going to be doing today in art class is we're going to be doing Zentangles. And I'll explain what that is in a second. But we're going to go over basic expectations in the very beginning. Basic expectations are that your camera is on, you're kind of facing the video just like a lot of you are now, and you look really awesome. Your eyes are focused on the screen because the screen's going to have some visuals that are going to be important for you to see. You are also going to need to make sure that you have a pen and paper every day, or a pencil and a paper, or any other like coloring materials. If you want to bring those, you want to have that every day. I'm going to give you time to go get it if you do not have it. Byron, please put that down later on in the day. What I expect from us all is to not be like playing with anything, have our hands folded, eyes on the screen. You're participating, you're ready to go. I see a lot of people are doing that right now. You all look really awesome. Yes, you can use markers, Saul, but please make sure that you only use the chat for technological purposes. You do not want to use the chat for any other questions or comments. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so what we're going to be learning about today is going to be Zentangles, and I'm going to show you a PowerPoint right now about that and what that is. Okay, share my screen. Here we go. Okay, Zentangles. So Zentangles are a form of artwork. They're a type of drawing. Now, they're very similar to what we were working on where we're inspired by Indian designs, but Zentangles are not Indian designs. They are something completely different, and they kind of came about in a very different way. They didn't come about from tradition. They actually just kind of came about from people enjoying drawing patterns. Now, I'm going to show you a website about Zentangles. Now, this was created by someone who's extremely passionate about them, and she shares a lot of really cool information. So I'm going to click on this, and then we're going to go to that web page. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my web page. I don't see any thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Serenity. Thank you, Deanna Lee. Thank you, Elijah. Sule, I love the remote. Rachel, I love the digital thumbs up. Awesome. Okay, so what is Zentangles? Now, I'm going to have someone read out the first paragraph. Let's see, who, by show of hands, who would like to read out the first paragraph? Alrighty. Awesome. Sule, go ahead.
I can't
Read us
see
the
it.
first paragraph.
What you want me to read?
The first paragraph.
I don't see the first paragraph.
Zentangle method. Can you see it or no?
No.
Okay, that's okay. All right. I see some people say that they can't see. All right, so I'm going to try and see if I can do a new share. Here we go. Now, do you see a web page that has a lot of words on it? Jean, Elise, Rachel. Okay, awesome. Who would like to read the first paragraph of this web page? Eleni, go ahead.
Eleni, you said?
Yep.
Okay. The Zentangle method is an easy to learn, relaxing, and fun way to create beautiful images by drawing structured patterns. We call these patterns tangles. You create tangles with combinations of dots, lines, simple curves, S-curves, and orbs. These simple shapes are the elemental strokes in all Zentangle art. These patterns are drawn on small pieces of paper called tiles. We call them tiles because you can assemble them into mosaic. I don't know what that is.
That's cool. You don't need to know. It's a mosaic. A mosaic is kind of like when you see on the side of a building that there's like a picture and it's made of a lot of little broken pieces, that's a mosaic. So we're going to do that in drawing form, not in a ceramic or like a structural form. Now, I'm going to have someone read the second paragraph. Who can read the second paragraph for us? Jeter, go ahead.
Zentangle art is non-representational and unplanned, so you can focus on each stroke and not worry about the result. There's no up or down to Zentangle art. In fact, you can most easily create Zentangle art by rotating your tile as you tangle. Always keep your hand in a relaxed position. You don't need to know what a tangle is going to look like to draw it. You just need to know the steps. The result is a delightful surprise.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeter. Okay, cool. Now, from reading that, we can extrapolate a couple of things. We can extrapolate that Zentangle is not representational, meaning it will be abstract. It won't look like something in real life. It's easy to do because you're just drawing lines and shapes and dots and simple curves in a pattern-like form, in a small shape, and you can do it over and over and over again. Now, this artist who talks about Zentangles, who's really, really into them, also says some benefits to the Zentangles. Now, I'm going to have someone read the first paragraph here again, and then the dots, the bullet points. Who would like to do that? Let's see. Malia, go ahead.
Okay. We expected a Zentangle practice to have a positive influence on creativity, self-image, focus. What? I can't see the rest of it.
That's okay.
And I don't know why.
It might cut off on your screen.
Yeah,
no worries. You want to say something, Malia?
It's cut off because of the people on the side.
Ah, okay. You might have to move them. That's okay. Anyone else can read the full paragraph?
Oh, I did it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Oh, then go. Keep going.
Okay. Focus and problem solving. We don't yet have completed scientific studies to explain why this works, but we have thousands of anecdotes showing that it does work. We did not anticipate these benefits when we developed the Zentangle method. General areas that a Zentangle practice benefits include.
Okay, awesome. Who can read those bullet points for us? What are the benefits they say? They don't have any scientific proof, but what are the benefits that they're saying happens when you draw Zentangles? Rachel. Rachel, I can't hear you. Hold on, Rachel. I've unmuted you, but I still can't hear you. So I'm not sure if your headphones might not work with the microphone. So you can unplug your headphones and see if that works.
She dropped her backpack.
Can you hear me?
Yep, there you go.
All
Go
right.
ahead, read those bullet points for us.
All right. There. Zentangle practice can benefit phobias, addictions, pain management, conflict resolution, and workplace burnout.
Do you think, thank you, Rachel, do you think that that is true? Do you think that drawing something simple over and over again in a repeated pattern can have positive effects? Let's have a debate. Who thinks that they wanted to, who wants to share? Yes or no? And why do you think that? Raise a silent hand. Mercy, go ahead.
I think it's not going to have a positive effect because if you watch something over and over again,
for your whole entire life, you're not gonna have a positive effect. You might turn crazy. You might be might think like if you do something else, someone's going after you because you want to draw what you really know to draw. And if you draw something else that is difficult, then you're gonna be tired, unrelaxed, uncomfortable, uh, and you're gonna be addicted to this one because that's the only thing you know how to draw. So
Thanks, Mercy. Yeah, it could be a bad thing. You could just end up drawing Zentangles for the rest of your life and forget to eat. What else? What else? Do we have any other opinions? Does anyone disagree with Mercy and would like to share? Raise a hand. Saul, go ahead. Oh, Saul, hold on. There we go. Now you're unmuted. Go ahead.
I respectfully disagree with Mercy because if you write something over, draw something over and over again, but you don't really get it, you think you might get it better over and over in time until you get it right.
Sure. Mercy, I see your hand, but we're gonna move on. There is no right or wrong answer to this. There has not been any scientific proof. If you, as an individual, want to do a study on if Zentangles actually help people or not, by all means, go ahead. But there is no scientific proof backing if it will help you with your phobias, your addictions, your pains, things like that. But yeah, there's no like scientific proof. But for some people it works, and for other people it doesn't. What I ask you always to do in art is just try. If it's not your thing, that's okay, as long as you tried something new and you're experiencing it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually learn about what it looks like and how to make one. So I'm going to share with you a YouTube video of someone showing us how Zentangles work. Alrighty, let's see if I can get this to work, guys. All right, there we go. Oh no, I just stopped it. Eleni, I see your hand. Give me 2 seconds. Eleni, question. Let me find you again.
It's just like
Go ahead.
like Zentangles are pretty much just like shapes, like art.
Yeah, they're shapes, they're art. We're gonna see someone make one for a second. I'll show you. Now, and then we're gonna talk about what we think like it actually is, if it's actually art or not, what we think about that. So hold on. All right, so can everyone agree or disagree? Can you see my computer screen with a PowerPoint and a video on it? Thank you, Isaiah, love the agree. Awesome, thank you for Rude, same thing. Thank you, Cavalier, thank you, Aaliyah. Beautiful, okay, love the thumbs up. Here we go. Now, second question, can you hear the music when it plays? Disagree. All right, now I'm going to set my settings so that you can hear the music. Can you hear it now? Beautiful, here we go. We're not gonna watch the whole video. She has a lot of tiles, just like the website talked about. There's a lot of different tiles that you can use and make different patterns inside those tiles. Oops. Sorry. see a lot of different variations of the Zentangle. There are some similarities between all of them that I want you to think about, but they're all different in their own way. All right, my computer is freezing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you via sliding the YouTube cursor around the different types of things that they do. So you can get some ideas. And I'm sure you all can create your own and be super, super original. You're all very, very creative artists. All right, awesome. So what are some of the similarities that we saw, and what are some of the differences that we saw within this person's sketch? Michael, are you raising your hand? Okay, no? Okay. What are some of the differences? What are some of the similarities? Who can answer that question for me? Anthony. Hold on, Anthony, you're not, there you are. Okay, good.
Similarity about them is that there's a bunch of lines in each of them, and the difference is how they're different shapes.
Very good, yeah, they're organized in a different way, but they're all repeating lines. Anyone else have something they want to comment about the video that we saw?
That they all use patterns, but the differences are that the patterns are like used differently, like some are together or some are in their own like make their own shape, which all make their own shape, but like
yeah, really great, awesome, exactly. They're like sectioned off, categorized in different ways. And there's two ways that you can do this. One way is via a geometric, whoa, Simmer video. Okay, there it is. One way is a geometric shape pattern, and one way is an organic shape pattern. Now, a geometric shape pattern is what? What do you think a geometric pattern is? What do you think that means? Isabella.
I think a geometric object is like as there's geometry about regular shapes.
Yeah, exactly. So like regular shapes that you would use in geometry, right? But Mercy, sit down, please, and track the video. Okay, yes, so yeah, the basic shape. What do you think organic shape is? What do you think that means when I categorize something as an organic shape? Who can raise their hand and tell me? Aaliyah?
I think when you mean organic, I think you mean like weird looking.
Like weird looking?
Yeah, like it's odd.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely odd, right? It's out of the ordinary. Anyone else want to add to that? Sule?
It's it wants to be itself.
It wants to be what? Say it one more time.
And not be.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It wants to be its.
I think your audio is coming in a little weird, but I think I get what you're saying. Yeah, exactly. It kind of wants to be like itself, kind of like an animal or cell, something like that. So what we're going to do is you're going to pick which Zentangle you want to do. Do you want to do a organic one? Do you want to do a geometric one? And why? Who can tell me? Do you want to do an organic one or a geometric one? Joshua, go ahead.
I want to do an organic one because the organic one has shapes, and if you do the geometric one, you see the geometric one is gonna be boring because all you can make is a robot or something, and you see that those are just like
weird shapes, but the organic one, it has like animals and different stuff you could use to make designs.
Yeah, for sure. Excellent, Joshua. Yeah, exactly. Anyone disagree with Joshua, or anyone have a different opinion? Do they want to do a geometric one, and why? Why would you want to do a geometric one? Chris? Go ahead.
Well, I would want to do a organic and a geometric one.
Ooh, good idea. Explain to me why.
This is because, yes, organic has more creativity in it, but I like the geometric shapes, and it's just easier because you know the geometric shapes well, and if you try to make up an organic one, it might be harder. So you
Yeah,
can
for
use.
sure. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, exactly. You can use both. You don't have to use one or the other. You can definitely combine the two if you would like. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to organize my tiles or my mosaics, quote unquote. Let me show you via my doc cam, and you can see my desk. Alrighty. Can you see my desk? Agree or disagree? Awesome. Beautiful. Okay. Now you have my desk and an insight to what my table looks like. I'm in the basement, so it's a little dark. I apologize for that. So I've kind of already organized my a couple of examples of how you can organize your own Zentangles. What you can do is you can organize it via squares that are separated, squares that are together. You can use circles, you can use triangles, you can use ovals, whatever kind of shape that you want to put your Zentangle inside, you can do. Now, if you don't have a pencil or paper, now would be the time to go get a pencil or paper. I see a lot of you already looking down and already having a pencil and paper in hand, which is awesome. So what I'm going to have us do is I'm going to do a Zentangle example first and give you some steps. I want everyone tracking the video and not starting just yet. Jeter, I love how you have a pencil and paper, but I just want you all to track the video first. So now I'm scanning to see your screens for tracking me first before we get started. Thank you, Aaliyah. Thank you, Javen. Looking really good. Thank you, Julian. Joshua, Sule, Jacob, eyes forward, please. Looking great. Hi, Ethan. Awesome. Okay. So now what you're going to do is there's a couple of ways to get started. You can get started in the corner, or you can get started by creating shapes, or you can get started by going from top to bottom. But I suggest always have an like a place where you start. So you always want to have a place where you start from. Okay, here we go. All right, so now I'm going to start in the corner, and I'm going to start with an organic shape, kind of like the way the video showed us. And then I'm going to do some designs around that organic shape. And then I'm going to repeat that pattern over and over and over again. You can make your pattern more complex by adding dots in between, up to you as the artist. You can color in these dots however you would like, up to you again as the artist. Let's see if I can focus my camera a little bit more. There we go. Again, up to you as the artist, but I decided to start in the corner. Another way you can start is by just creating shapes. And once you create those shapes, you can start to draw patterns and lines over and over and over again in different directions. You can also, like in the video, it showed that you can create shapes by giving like a really big, black, bold outline and a divider between the shapes that you want to draw in. You can totally do that as well if you would like, and you like that like aesthetic or that look. It's a very bold look, so I would suggest definitely doing that. I think it looks cool, but not everyone's thing. If you have markers or pencils or a different kind of like drawing tool, you can assign different parts, different colors, but first draw in pencil and then go back with the color. You always want to make sure that you're drawing with pencil first in case you mess up. you can always erase it. And even after you draw with ink, you can always erase the pencil underneath and have that be what your finished product is. So I love how Chris is tracking the board, and I love how I see a lot of people.
Miss Bola, Byron has a question.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Can you unmute him, Miss Brunel?
Does it have to be the same shape?
No. If you want your mosaic to
I
be
did,
a
I did
triangle,
something like that.
yeah, for sure. Absolutely. You can definitely do that. So I'm going to give us a couple of
I did
minutes
something like
to,
that.
That's awesome, Byron. Good job. That's okay. It doesn't have to all be the same shape. I'm going to take some questions while other people get started on their Zentangles, and then we're going to share out. If you don't finish all of them today, that's a-okay. But as long as they are organized inside shapes with a pattern, that is what I'm looking for. That's a Zentangle. It's a shape that has a pattern on the inside that's either organic, geometric, or both. Up to you as the artist. And you kind of organize them on your page nice and neat. You don't want to organize like a circle inside of a square and have that whole shindig. You want to make sure that things are nice and neat and organized, and they have kind of a little bit of a pattern and a system to them. Okay, awesome. So we're going to start with that now, and I'm going to take some questions. Here, before I take questions, I'm going to put on a timer. For about 5 minutes. Let's see if I can find one with music.
Hey guys, while she's doing that, a lot of you your cameras are getting turned off. You have to keep your cameras on, and we have to be able to see you. So if you're in a room where your lights are off, go turn them on. We have to be able to see you, that you're doing your work and you're paying attention.
Thank you, Ms. Brunel, for that. Exactly. Okay, here we go. Five minutes. All right. So who has questions that I can answer?
Ms. Bola, we can't hear you with the music on.
Right. Okay, I guess I'll turn it off while I take questions. All right, who has a question? I see digital hands. Okay, Eleni, go ahead.
So it's like their purpose for like Zentangles, like where did it start off? Like did it originate in some place? Like,
good question. We're going to talk about that at the end of class. Once you've practiced one, we'll talk about it. Anyone else have a question? Ethan, question. I can't hear you.
I cannot see your screen.
You can't see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. I'll fix that. All right. Anyone else? Malia? Go ahead.
Can I get a new pencil? Mine ran out of lead.
Sure. Be back within a minute or two. Anyone else have a question? Farouk?
My question, two things. One, is this good?
So that's a really good pattern, and I really like the shape, but we want to make our pattern inside the shape. So maybe make a big box around what you did. So that way it becomes more of a mosaic situation, kind of like what I did, okay?
My second question is, so my sister has this, it's like a briefcase, literally has like mostly everything inside.
Okay, that's awesome. Good for you. Farouk, let me see if Miss Brunel, can you unmute Farouk? Mute Farouk. I can't find it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else have a question?
Byron has his hand up. Byron, you got to keep your camera on. We can't see you. There you go.
Byron. Hold on, where are you?
Here, I got him.
There you are. I got him.
Okay.
All right, Byron, go ahead.
Why should it work for me?
I can't hear you. Byron?
I don't. This is really confusing me. Like, I think I did something like it for some reason.
Okay, that's fine. We'll share out at the end. Like, as long as you have the basic idea, that's what I'm looking for. Okay? All right, anyone?
Mercy has a hand up.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mercy.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Thanks, Ms. Brunel. There we go. Thank you for going. I love how Mia is working really, really well. I see her head down drawing. Julian, question? Go ahead.
I'm looking at your screen.
Mm-hmm.
Am I supposed to? Because I see like a countdown going down right now.
Yeah, that's the countdown for the time that we have to draw.
Oh, okay. Because my phone died, so I had to switch to the computer.
No problem. Thank you for letting me know.
Sule has a hand up.
Okay, let's find him.
He is unmuted. Go ahead, Sule.
Perfect.
Sule?
What? I'm unmuted.
Okay, maybe not, Sule. Goodbye.
Okay, awesome. We have about 40-ish seconds, and then we're going to share out. If you didn't finish, again, that's okay. Today we're kind of just practicing what they look like and kind of like just starting our ideas. I love how it's Peter and Elijah and Rachel really working hard until the last.
I have a question. Is someone on a phone with a phone number showing?
For me, Miss Brunel?
What's up?
Yeah, there is a person on a phone with a phone number, but it can't turn on their video or their sound. This person has also been in other videos, so I'm not entirely sure.
I can't message them either, so I can't give them attendance or credit.
Yeah, I've had the same issue.
Okay.
I guess just record the number and then we can like message her about who that is might be. All right, our timer went up. And I paused the video at a really awkward moment. Okay, so if you have a artwork that you want to share, what I'm going to do is hold it up. And you want to hold it. Who's all right.
Go ahead, Bola.
All right, here we go. So basically, if you have a artwork, what you want to do is you want to hold it close to the screen so that I can see it, and then so everyone else can see it, and we can share out. I will call on you, and then you can explain to me your artwork. What you want to do probably is say, I tried both, there we go. I've tried both organic shapes and geometric shapes. I like my geometric shapes better. I used a mosaic of a circle because I think the circle is more interesting than a square. A square looks like a robot, etc. Just explain to me what you did and what you found that you liked, or maybe something that you didn't like that you did. All right, Anthony, I love how I see your artwork. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Go ahead.
I tried a square with the geometric shape Zen lines, and I found that better because I just like working in a certain space, not just a bunch of lines everywhere.
Cool. Thanks, Anthony. All right, anyone else want to share their artwork? Ariel, go ahead.
I just like put a bunch of triangles, rectangles, and squares together to make a pattern.
That looks great. I like how you kind of like constructed it in a way that's not like a regular mosaic, and you kind of just like really made them like really big. Nice job. Anyone else want to share their artwork out? Sule, go ahead.
I think um the
Oh no.
Alina and Scarlett, we're putting our pencils down, tracking the screen.
the geometric shapes are better to me
Mhm.
because it was easier for me to draw inside and make patterns inside the shape.
Really cool. Awesome. All right. Anyone else have something they want to share? Jacob, go ahead. Share your artwork with us.
Okay, so what I did was I did something like this. I made this box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what I did, I added zigzag patterns, circles, lines, and I made it in a way of a spider.
Okay, cool. So you were kind of inspired by something by nature, and you made it a little bit more abstract. Nice. Okay. Joshua, go ahead.
I'm not gonna read myself. I got this like little box thing.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to put like these swirly lines, and I did it organic. I did it organic because I like the shapes, and I thought it would be nice and wavy. So I did it like that, and I added some color to it.
Nice. I love how you added color. Good job. Anyone else? Isabella, go ahead. Saul, go ahead. Come back within a minute. I'll be scanning for you.
So I decided to draw a flower. The blue is the outer parts. The circle and the round and the dots are the inside the flower. The yellow parts are the outside flower, like the first layer that's first visible. And then the red is the outer layer, the second layer of the petals, which you can't really see that much.
Okay. We can't really see your screen, so maybe if you pull it back a little bit more and not putting it so close. There we go. Perfect.
I'm not muted.
Thanks, Sule. Okay.
You see them?
Can you mute me?
Hold on. So
What?
Sorry, Ms. Bolo, I just muted you for a second.
no, you're fine.
You're back.
No
You're
worries.
back.
Okay. All right. Cool. No problem. Anyone else would like to share? Did they do something different than me that they think the group can benefit from?
Eleni has her hand up. She's had it up for a while.
Okay, cool. I've called on
Let me
Eleni
see.
all the time, so I might call on someone else.
Okay, I see. Chris, do you have your hand up?
Go ahead, call on Chris then, Miss Brunel.
Go ahead, Chris.
So I did something really different, and I used both. I don't know if you could see it or not.
Nice. Yes, that looks great.
So obvious that it's cats, and I did this in organic and geometry.
Geometric.
Oh, I forgot the word. Geometric.
That's okay. Good job.
I did this because it looks cool.
Yeah, right? Okay, so the last debate for the day is going to be, where do you think this came from? Was it just a bunch of people doodling in their journals and they were like, oh, this is cool, let's make this an art technique? Do you think that this was actually something that was invented in a specific country and has like a specific type of people who would do this and then they shared it with the world? Do you think it is art, or do you think it's just doodles and it doesn't really count? What are your thoughts? Let's hear from some people. I'm trying to see for people I haven't heard from or haven't raised their hand. What do you think? Let's see. Rachel, go ahead.
I think that it was created by doodling because if I think it was created by doodling and then it became an art style because it
Why
could
do you
be
think?
really common to be just playing around and trying new shapes and techniques, and then you can just create this. Like you can create this, and then someone's like, "Ooh, let me share this with other people, and let me tell them how like I did it, so other people can follow along."
Cool. Yeah, exactly. Anyone else have another idea about how it came to be? So,
I think it came from India,
why do you say
and
that?
I think it came from that because of like I'm thinking of henna tattoo right now, and I like the what the other design is called. I forgot what it's called. And I think they used that to create the henna tattoo.
Okay, cool. So you think it's derived from the henna tattoo designs? Suli, I see you want to add on. Go ahead.
I think people use like Rachel said, it was like before, like maybe kids in the past played with it, and then they showed the adults, and I think that's how like they make they maybe the Africans and Indians make their clothes from the doodling.
Yeah, maybe everything just starts from a doodle. Zainab, I see that you have an electric hand raised, but I can't really see you because I think your video's glitching. I'll call on you. Can you, there we go. Go ahead. What do you think? I don't know. It's not letting me unmute you, Zainab. Hold on one second. There you go. Go ahead.
I think this is art. It wasn't just doodles because
She muted herself.
Oh,
Hold on, I'm trying to get her unmuted.
okay. Thanks.
Okay, Zainab, can you say that all again? You got muted again.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I think that this is art because it's something that can it was made and then made into a bigger picture. So it's small shapes made into a bigger picture, which is art.
Yeah, good, definitely. Okay. Mute. Let's see if it will work. Miss Purnell, can you see if you can mute Zainab?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Cool.
Jeter has his hand raised. Can we unmute him or no?
Go ahead and unmute him, and then I'm gonna have to explain
Go ahead, Jeter.
what we're gonna do next class. Go ahead, Jeter.
Forget it. It's okay.
Go ahead. You're good?
Okay, he says
You
no.
sure? Okay, cool. Okay, awesome. So I love how Jacob's tracking the screen still, same with Sule and Michael. I love how we're very engaged, and a lot of the sketches that we did look really, really good today. I'm proud of you guys. So next class, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing this on a bigger scale. Kind of like Ariel, what he started to do was that he started to fill up his whole page. That's what we're going to do. Now, you can either fill up your whole page by making strange shapes, or you can fill up your whole page by, or you can fill up your whole page by making different little tiles. Up to you. But what we're going to do next class is we're going to really make everything a whole page. So make sure next class what you want to bring is you want to bring a whole big page. It can be lined paper, unlined paper, but you want the whole page to be there. You also want to bring a pencil and then any coloring materials, because you always want to do it pencil first and then start to add color if you would like to add color inside your own designs. And I think that's pretty much it. Does anyone have anything else they have any questions about as far as art online or anything they want to share, just in general? We have like a minute left.
Ms. Bola, I do have a few things, reminders for the kids, if that's okay.
Sure, go for it.
Okay, so a few times throughout class, you guys had to use the bathroom. Guys, that has to be done before you enter class, just like you're in specials. Use the bathroom beforehand. Have your drinks of water, because the in and out with being in class, you have to stay in class and you have to stay present. A lot of you have your hoods on, so we can't really see your faces. If you're gonna have your hood on, just pull it back a little bit. Like, we have to be able to see that you guys are paying attention and interacting with us. That's the whole point of this online learning. So just please make note of those few things for next time you're specials. And I'm done.
Thank you, Ms. Brunel. Yeah, so just I guess basic expectations, like we said earlier, you're focused, your eyes are on the screen, you're facing forward, you're not playing with the settings too much because I can see people playing with the settings on their computer. And I will be talking to them later today about that. So anyway, yes, so that's pretty much it. Anything, okay, we got like 30 more seconds until Miss Art rejoins us. Oh, she's here.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Miss Arnson.
Oh, awesome. Okay, sorry guys. Maybe we can share out next class if we have some time. I apologize for the inconvenience. All right, thank you, 5th grade. It was really great to see you, and I look forward to seeing you next Monday.
Great, thanks, Isabella. I'm gonna, before I let you guys sign out for the day,